Hi, I'm Karen Brown of Just Get It Done Quilts. Oh my gosh, I am so out of practice on this. If you are Canadian and you are a member of a modern quilt guild, have we got the Block Lotto for you. It is the Great Canadian Modern Block Lotto Challenge. Okay, so what is the Great Canadian Block Lotto Challenge? It is great. It's going to be great. So a couple of months ago, some of the Modern Guild executives from across the country started discussing having a common Block Lotto Challenge in the fall. We threw up a couple of designs, they were voted on, and Wedges as Topography won. Probably thinking, what the heck is Wedges as Topography? But don't get ahead of me. Let's just go through the guidelines. Rule 1. The block should finish at 9 inches. 9.5 inches unfinished. Rule 2. You should only use solid colored fabrics with some white. The brightest white that you have. It can be a background color or it can just be an itty bitty piece. Number 3, use the wedge technique, and we're going to show you that right next. And 4, the block should follow the theme of Wedges as Topography. So the wedge is a very easy block to make. All you need is 2 rectangles. You stack them on top of each other, cut from one side to the other side. You take the top from one side, put it on the bottom, and then the top 2 make a pair and the bottom 2 make a pair. Sew, press, and there is your wedge block. Now the rectangles don't have to be the same size. They can be different sizes, and still just draw your line from one side to the other. And as you're accumulating your wedge blocks, you don't necessarily have to have 2 rectangles. The trick is just to cut from one side to the other on a diagonal, sew and fold. Now the tricky thing is a wedge is not a triangle. A wedge has 4 sides, a triangle has 3. Now you've made some wedges. Now you need to put them together. So arrange the blocks along their sides and sew them parallel and at right angles. Trimming up the sides and just accumulating block by block. Doesn't need to be exact, but it can be nice and orderly. The other way you can put them together is to accumulate against a block that you already have. It can be quite wonky this way, but embrace the wonk and just build. You can add some wedges. You can use a combination of these 2 styles as well. Now, the million-dollar question, wedges as topography. What in the heck is topography? Topography is the study of the Earth's surface. It's mountains and valleys, it's plains, it's water, and it's man-made structures too. So it's buildings, roads, bridges. It is not cars. It's not flowers. It is not animals. It's not a tree, but it can be a forest. So the true Block Lotto challenge here is to arrange your wedges of your Canada. It can be very simple. It can be more complex. It can be very suggestive. It can be very literal. It is your choice. It is a challenge. It's meant to push you, but it's also meant to be fun. This is my Canada. Block Lotto would launch within your guild the first meeting after September 1st. For some of you, that might not be till October. Finishes at the following meeting. The lottos are just going to take place within your guild, but the idea of the whole challenge is sharing your blocks. So We'll post them online on Facebook in the group Quilting in Canada or in the group Modern Quilters of Canada, and on Instagram with the hashtag Canadian MQG Block Lotto 2018 and Wedges as Topography. The other great thing is we'll all have something fun to talk about at QuiltCon next year. So thank you everyone for showing up. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody's blocks. If you could please take a moment to like this video, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. I am so close to getting 1 million subscribers. Long way to go. Please, I'd appreciate any help I can get. If you have any questions, please just put them down below. I have a link in the notes to document on Wedges as Topography. So take care, and I'll see you next time. Brought some other Canadians there to help discuss it.